More barding to review. Board! With bricks. Welcome to part 2 of 3 of my AliExpress mount review. If you haven't seen part 1, I encourage you to do so. This video will focus on caparison barding, which LEGO does not make. Before I start, I do want to address some particularities common with these barding pieces I purchased. The plastic feels flimsier and thinner than the normal LEGO plastic. Most, but not all of these have the clips on the side as separate pieces. You could easily glue these into place if so desired. I didn't find any replicas of the LEGO castle theme for this type of barding. Most also include a 4x6 plate, which does feel like an authentic LEGO piece. The barding design allows the horses to rear, unlike the ruffled edge barding. First, we have this blue and white barding adorned with a red shield with a white chevron. A closer look at this print, there's some nice line work and vibrant colors here. A small scratch on the front, and the dots are set in front of the shield. This appears to be the case on the other side as well. Next, we have a black and yellow checkered barding with a white shield decorated with 3 fleurs de lys. A closer look, and there is a slight color variation between the white print on the front and rear shield. This is consistent on the other side. Next, we have a burgundy barding adorned by a standing golden lion. Before I show the close-up, I do want to compare this horse color with a similar LEGO horse. The shade of brown for this horse looks more like the classic brown rather than the existing reddish brown LEGO uses. I'll place part of my LEGO blacksmith roof beside it to highlight the difference. This is a pretty detailed barding, an interesting design choice to limit line work on the headpiece of the golden lion design, but not throughout. The lion head on the upper part of the barding looks similar to the old lion crest in LEGO Castle. This is equally good on both sides. Next up is a brown barding with gold decoration and the silhouette of a lion. The gold and dark red details makes for an interesting complement for this piece. The lion once again looks to be inspired by LEGO Castle. The next barding is a red and blue checkered pattern with a blue and white sword on an opposing white and blue shield with another smaller shield between them. This is a good example of the white ink not being opaque enough on the piece. It could have used another layer of the white to make it stand out from the red and blue. The next barding is a tan color with a yellow cross on a dark blue shield. The colors are really striking and the print quality is very good. Some nice details with the graphics of leather straps at the top and some blue and yellow waves at the bottom of the barding. This is of equal quality on the opposing side. The next barding is a gray color, somewhere between light and dark bluish gray. It features a white lion crest on a black shield within a dark blue shield decoration. The lower part of the barding features small dark shields. The design is well printed on the other side. This next piece feels like a real-world medieval design that could have been seen in the Crusades. It is a white barding with red crosses and ruffles. The gold crosses and what looks to be a Templar symbol are nice complementary designs. Lastly, we have a black and white colored barding with armored design at the top and ruffled print at the bottom. Its main design features a striking red and white shield with axes of opposing color. The white on this barding does not appear to be printed as the base plastic is white. I know I said the last set was the last, but I received this as I was wrapping up some final edits. I saw this on AliExpress and thought this would be ideal for my Chaos Warlord. This set, like most others, comes disassembled and includes 2 1x2 plate elements. It is a departure from the more classical brick-style barding. There is a noticeable gap difference seen on the horse's profile. Furthermore, the headpiece is molded on top of a regular horse head and cannot be removed. The original head can be seen in the silver mouth. The slot for the minifigure is much deeper than the normal LEGO barding, which would explain why the 1x2 plates were included. Another difference here is the barding does not connect to the horse. It simply slots into position. A closer look at the barding, The front piece will be problematic for minifigures wearing plate armor. From this angle, we can also see the silver overspray on the entire piece, even to coloring the horse's original head. A top-down view shows there is no tail slot for this horse to rear properly. Now with the Lion Knight mounted, the gap for the minifigure is noticeable. My Chaos Knight with plate armor does not connect well to the horse. To my surprise, the horse rears pretty well and maintains its balance. Let's add the minifigure. I half expected this to topple over, but looking at it, the weight looks to be centered on the hindquarters. Conceptually, it's what I would have liked for my Chaos Warlord, as it's reminiscent of the old Chaos Army book and a kit bash I made in my youth. This is the last remnant of my Chaos Army, so it holds a special place for me. This piece simply isn't a suitable replacement and sticks out in a bad way. I did have a nice two-headed dragon, so maybe I should look at designing that instead for my Warlord. Overall, I like the mold shape and the designs offered from the vendors on AliExpress. A few small gripes include the sometimes painful experience of attaching the clips onto the barding. Some don't fit perfectly into position, as you can see in these 360-degree views. This means anything attached to them may tilt if the clips are not glued into position. I do feel this design would have been ideal to complement LEGO Castle factions that I feel will not see any reissues. This could have been great for the cross axes yellow and black, the yellow clover, green chevrons, and the red and white shield factions. No, these are not the official faction names. Back to some positive. The price for these sets is very reasonable, around $2 Canadian per set, horse and barding with the headpiece. If army building mounted knights is your thing, I did come across shields featuring designs on some of the barding presented. I'll showcase those in a later video. On that note, that's all for this video. Would you like to see this barding design in LEGO? If so, which factions would you like to see this for? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.